you ready for cocktails and conversation? This is Herspiration Happy Hour. All right, happy Wednesday and welcome to season 4 of Herspiration Happy Hour. I know, but this time we are starting season 4 in a very new format because we are live. So you all get to participate while we are having our podcast.
Woo! Yes.
What's on you ladies' mind today?
Oh, what's not?
And you know what? I know. You know what? And as two people, me and Louisa, living in the DMV area, fucking nuts. You know, as a start for 2021,
ridiculous.
which is all that I can say.
Mm-hmm.
Literally. And as you know, you get to see some real stuff here. Let's see here. I don't know what I just did, but I'm gonna try to. You know what? Here, look here. This is what happened when it's live because I'm trying to get my iPad to freaking act right. And I can't.
That's what happened. That's how you know you're live.
I know, right? And so what I was trying to do was do a watch party.
It won't let me do it either. So.
Oh, let's see. Share. It's saying this video is live now. I don't know, but I want to be able to share more options. Child, I'm telling you, this is worse than what the heck is already going on. Although you know what, it lets me watch it. But anyway, it is Wednesday, and typically on Wednesday we do like the women crush. But today, I tell you what, there's been so much stuff going on.
Yeah.
I didn't even consider or think about it. Let alone the hair.
But it's cute.
That I did not get a chance to straighten, so you all are catching me in my, full glory of what it's like before I bother with this shit. You know, it takes a lot. Going from natural and then blowing it out and then straightening it, but I'm loving it.
Yeah.
It's grown out. You can get a ponytail. I had my hair curly in a ponytail this morning, and then now I'm sitting like, yeah.
Interesting.
So first of all, everybody, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy new calendar year.
Unapologetic diva, Dr. G.
I am Cortina Peters, aka the girlfriend therapist.
And this is Louisa Harrell, aka Radio Red here.
All right.
What are we sipping on today? Or what's our mocktail and cocktail for the
You know,
the crazy circus.
God bless that I'm on a 30-day no alcohol and no cleanse. So I am having kombucha in a wine glass. Although I think for me it's a lot easier to not eat meat, but giving up my wine. Good thing we're doing it at the start because I think I'm 3 days in.
Okay.
I don't know. Catch me in 2 weeks when we're back on here, and it might be a different story.
Different story.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So you know what, ladies? Let's talk about what's going on right now on the news. There's so much stuff going on. It's really disappointing. Howard, what are your thoughts about what's going on at the Capitol right now?
I can't say I'm surprised. I will say I'm shocked that it hadn't happened earlier. Because I just don't think that highly of the United States. Well, let me not say the United States. Let me say white America. And that's just the truth, you know. When it comes to us seeing the treatment that these terrorists are receiving, how they were able to storm the stairs, the hallways, outnumber the police, and no one is arrested. The National Guard is not there. On the other hand, you have Black Lives Matter, who were peacefully protesting. And this, I'm talking about before the riots, having tear gas, pepper spray, rubber bullets, people calling for them to be shot and killed, and all of the other crazy stuff. We live in two very different Americas. The
Yeah.
experience is extremely different. And so until white America wants to acknowledge that there is a distinct difference in the treatment of its Black and brown people in this country, nothing is going to change. Because when the rioters and the protesters and the demonstrators and the supporters of Black Lives Matter, when that was happening from all of the other people who supported the other person who was in office, all up and down my timeline, all I saw was they need to be in jail. This is not democracy. This is not how this is supposed to go. And all of this hailstorm of outrage and outcry, and we're tearing up America. In my timeline, that was very quiet.
It is absolutely quiet.
No one is saying anything.
Isn't that weird?
No one is saying this is outrage. And I posted something today. I said, this is as un-American as an American can be.
Is it though?
Why is it not? If you say you stand for democracy, right? Because this is this is where we are. And you allow legislation
ever been for though?
And the election process play out. Now you want to have a tantrum and you want to mock the killing of somebody, and you want to be upset because somebody is peacefully protesting, i.e. by taking a knee, and you want to boycott and do all this other kind of craziness and call them un-American. But let it would have been someone that was the shade of one of us. We wouldn't have been able to get close to the stairs outside of the building.
Yeah.
Let alone
so
on the grass.
I just kind of feel like, well, that's white on white crime. That ain't got nothing to do with me.
You just said white on white crime.
I surely did, because that's what it is.
You did not, Cortina.
Yes, I did. Oh my God. How dare I say white on white crime? Because they've been spewing this narrative of black on black crime for years now. And y'all know I get real
domestic
extra.
terrorism.
So that's what I said.
That's all of what it is. It is domestic terrorism. There's no way in hell we would ever have an opportunity, and had it been us, we would be terrorists.
We'll be dead.
A whole lot of other things.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say it wouldn't even been a question.
We would be. Our parents or friends would be planning our funerals right now.
Oh yeah. Well, somebody one woman was shot in the chest and she didn't make it. So you know,
that's so unfortunate.
I'm wondering what's going to come from that. And you're right, it is very unfortunate. It was unnecessary because people don't really believe in democracy.
The government doesn't even believe in democracy.
Respect it. Yeah, I mean it's absolutely absurd. And then as it's gotten dark, they gave a curfew for people who are disobeying the law anyway. So you're gonna give them a curfew, right? And you're
goodness gracious.
But this is the funny part. Did you see the police officer posing with them? But
also the police officer removed the police officers removed the barriers. Did you all see that video?
No, I ain't see that.
They was behind barriers and the police officers moved the barrier.
Wow.
Well, I mean, you know what?
Taking pictures. You're right.
I can't be surprised that the police officers aren't doing more. Why? Why would I attack what looks like me if I'm a part of it? And I'm not saying all police officers, but the majority, they take off the white hood and put on another uniform. That's just it.
Well, all right.
It's blue.
Where are the Blue Lives Matter people at now, right? Because where's the people who believe in law and order?
They was there.
This is lawlessness.
I was about to say, the people who believed in law and order and taking law into their own hands, those were the motherfuckers that was out there.
And this is why I said, and you think this isn't America? Remember what America was founded upon, how they were quote unquote founded, how, the origin, how it was originated. This is exactly America.
Yeah. Crazy.
But not the America that America thought she was.
Right.
So
not the facade, not the mask. Not the
yeah,
mask.
the mask of the American flag is being pulled down as we speak.
She naked, girl. She is naked.
And we can really see her for who she is.
You see them nipples.
We've always known.
Yeah, we have.
Oh yeah, I agree. It really, to me, and I had posted this on my Instagram story, and I said, this is really the you can't spell out white privilege more. This is like all just right there. It's spilled out all over the Capitol building. I mean, for them to disrespect several layers of government laws and government, I mean, to be so bold and just put your feet up on, Nancy Pelosi's desk, and you just I'm just wondering, what, I don't even know. I mean, I feel like this is a new wave. 2021 is saying, is just let 2020 know that you ain't seen shit yet. It was like, can it get any worse? 2021 was like, shit, hold my beer.
2020 plus one.
2021 around. Like, this is your new home.
Yeah. I'm telling you, 2021 came in and said, oh, you thought you did something 2020. I'm going to show you.
Yeah.
I say, that's so funny. That is so funny. And, I say we have nothing. This is not our fight. I'm going to be honest with you. It's not our fight.
It's not our fight because America was never built for us anyway.
But we built it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
we're the ones that built it.
We built it for someone else.
But on the principles or on the beliefs of the founders.
Somebody said 2021 is that legal age to start drinking.
And you see what happened when they get some alcohol in the system.
They don't know how to act.
Child, first of all, was any of them out there drunk? I mean, seriously.
I was going to say something,
but tailgate going bad.
But that is politically incorrect of me if I were to say what I was about to say, and I don't want this video coming out 30 years from now and I'm having to apologize for my statements.
I ain't apologizing.
I stand by everything that I said earlier.
I'm gonna say we shown did.
Text it to me. I'll say it out loud.
Yes.
And like I sure did.
Look, here,
I sure did.
I will share it on the after show.
Right. Okay. Good. The after party, because we've been old enough for them.
It must be something serious that you was about.
Yeah. I don't want to offend anybody.
Well, I'm sure I've offended plenty, but nothing that I would ever say is meant to offend. But facts is facts. Facts are going to always be facts, and that's something that you can't dispute. And anybody who wants to disagree with what we are saying, you're a part of the problem. Honestly, and I'm just going to put it out there. If you look at what we have been fighting for, just for the color of our skin, and then you have this happen, and you don't see there's no, I didn't see no way that they was trying to stop these people. I saw police officers standing around, which is
I saw them running away.
Oh yeah, running away. But let it have been a black person. Nope, they'd be chasing them and shooting them in the back.
I feared for my life.
Snatching their asses out of cars. And I think for me, as someone who lives in America, I think it is a slap in the face because justice has never been equal for us. And it's showed through this. This has been a very clear violation of laws. And I mean, to have to even evacuate the Capitol building where these people should be working, and have these people, are standing behind Trump and his bullshit and his crybabiness, and it's crazy. I think we just lost Louisa for a minute.
The universe couldn't take that much truth right now in one moment. I said the universe couldn't take that much truth.
Oh, of course, but the truth sometimes hurts, but the truth is also a reality. It's a very real thing. And what people feel, especially Black people feel, even watching this, it pisses me off. It takes me to a whole nother level because of what a lot of us have spent 2020 fighting for some level of justice. And I see. And geez, I hope that, oh, somebody said they're planning to go back to the Capitol tonight and finish what they started earlier. I don't know, but I honestly think that the justice system that we've been fighting and peacefully protesting for, to only end up in the same place with no form of justice is disheartening. And so I'm hoping, and I will be watching this to see what the outcome is, for these people who have done so, have given so much blatant disrespect to so many judicial people, our congressmen that we elect into office, whether, even if just because some people didn't cut it, you can't be mad. You really can't be mad. So I don't know, Louisa, you're right down there where everything is going on. I'm at least on the outskirts.
And I'm way far.
Right.
So
and
what are
that's
your
the funny
feelings
thing,
right now?
because I'm in Southeast Washington. They're not coming over here. Okay. They're not going to do it. I'm just saying, they're not going to cross that line. They're not going to do it. So it's been very quiet over here. It seems like a whole different state for real on my side, because it's so quiet over here, which is usually not. So it's like, wow, that whole middle, it's like a whole just crazy. It's quiet over here and it's crazy in the middle of the city. But it's so weird, because I was out earlier and someone said, I actually feel safe over here. I'm like, really?
Take me to the hood.
They're crazy, like, but they're not that crazy, huh?
Yeah, they're not coming over here. They're not coming over here.
Well, I saw something that my mom posted down south where Trump supporters, because Palm Beach, that's where Trump lives, when he's not at the White House, they were throwing rocks over the overpass of I-95, throwing rocks at cars. For what? That's just dumb. So they were telling people to avoid that that part of I want to say it was like Forest Hill or North Lake. I mean, one of those. They were on the overpass.
The spirits of the idiocy up here. I mean, what is going on?
How dumb is that? You might be hitting a Trump supporter car.
Right.
You just throwing rocks.
They're bored. They got nothing to do with their life. They just bored.
That is super crazy. Which makes me wonder what in the world is going on in Atlanta right now. I might have to hit up some of my Atlanta peeps, because they just, thanks to Georgia, shout out to Georgia and your voting.
Yes, Georgia.
Say what?
I said yes, Georgia. I was just there.
Have you heard anything? I don't think, is there anything going on down there?
They've been so focused on the news, and everything that has really been coming out has been mostly just, I've only seen DC. I mean, it's cut off like all the regular programs and
correct. Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know.
We just keep saying, like, this has never happened in America.
Who said that?
If this was another country, America would be looking like, we need to send our troops over there to gain back some control. So when is America going to send America to save America? So I'm trying to figure out.
Well, that's
America is the biggest crackhead we all have seen.
The
biggest functioning addict.
Yeah, but now that you say that, Cortina, about when is America going to send in troops to, to protect America? If you recall, what was it that was going on? And they called in, that Trump was trying to call in the National Guard.
Oh, during
the protesting.
Yeah.
Protesting. And it was peaceful protesting, and he still was calling in the National Guard. I'm like, where the hell was the National Guard when they was attacking the Capitol building?
And didn't Mayor Bowser request, and she asked for the National Guard?
And they got denied.
Yeah.
Again, where is the National Guard? And then of course Trump gets on there with his bullshit, talking about you all need to go home. What he said,
these are very fine, lovely people.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm like,
go home.
But he didn't come out. He tweeted it. He
Well,
tweeted when
somebody
you
said
leave.
they just locked Trump's Twitter account Twitter account for 12 hours.
Well, they need to lock him up.
Okay, so the last thing I saw was Biden. He was speaking his speaking his, I'm not gonna say 2 cents, but speaking, and he of course was discussing, he's upset and giving his piece, and
Yeah.
Well, we as the Black delegates have been upset. Okay. Now, guess what? Some of these people who call themselves our allies, they can see how we feel. And I'm not saying anybody deserves it, but look at what you fostered. Look at what you created.
I'm not sure how they can feel what we feel.
Yeah.
We peacefully
They can get a glimpse at what it looks like.
I'm just saying, but we peacefully protested, and it's been against us.
No, what I'm saying is them getting a glimpse at how the mistreatment and the unfairness is happening.
To who?
To the Trump supporters. I said the people who are our allies, who could not see white privilege. Now you turn on the TV, it's in your damn face.
Oh yeah, definitely. You
That's what I'm talking about. Now you get to see what we have been talking about for this long. Like, there's no clear picture for you to just turn on the TV. There's no bloodshed. I only heard of like one casualty out of all these people.
I mean, it has to
who
be
have
a few
even breaching the steps of the Capitol building is illegal. They way past
the whole
illegal
building
activities right now.
Yeah.
So, but nothing happened. We taking selfies with these people and all this other kind of foolishness and unite the right and all this other kind of BS. Y'all know I can get on my soapbox.
Is there a shock value behind this though?
No, they're going to be shocked because they did not know that this was America, but we knew
it was America.
So the Black delegation, we are not shocked.
She's killing me with this Black delegation.
I'm just saying, we are not shocked. I am not shocked.
Oh, I'm not shocked.
Are like, oh, this can't be America. Oh,
clutching
honey,
the pearl, clutching the purse and everything.
Y'all remember that old meme with the Kermit the Frog sipping his tea?
Oh, yeah.
Welcome to America, KKK.
I said that to somebody today. Matter of fact, I think I posted it on Alan's response to him. He said there's 2 Americas.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't spell. I wrote back and I put 3 Ks in America. Because if this is, I mean, really, I definitely agree. This was a definite example of white privilege. And I have had a few of my white friends that just say, can you, asking me, am I safe? And, can't believe what's going on and all of that other stuff. And I appreciate that because, I mean, they are, but I agree with you, Cortina. They can finally see what we see when we say white privilege.
Mm-hmm.
Definite, we can see it, but, everything with white privilege. Somebody said, nothing I see surprised me anymore. Oh, this. Okay, yeah, I agree. We definitely agree. And it's unfortunate. So you know what? So then let me ask you ladies this. What now? What are your expectations now?
I have none.
I was about to say, what now?
I watched them get away scot-free. Even with the facial recognition, they probably gonna get a slap on the wrist, gonna get some community service. No one's gonna do any real jail time because guess what? The people who were getting arrested during Black Lives Matter for peacefully protesting, guess what? Who in jail? Who? Have we seen anybody in handcuffs?
No, they gave their asses a curfew.
Did you see the police officer nicely walking the lady down the stairs to help her?
Mm-mm.
She's a protester. She is a terrorist.
A curfew. They said that you need to go home. That is not any way, shape, or form a consequence. Getting a curfew when you done acted a damn fool.
Mm-hmm. You know where they got the police from, right?
Where?
From over here.
Oh, so y'all over there with no police officers?
They don't need none. They strapped. They don't need no help.
I was on my way to the store earlier, and I saw a shuttle bus sitting outside 7th District of Alabama Avenue, and the police was standing out there with their little green jackets. I'm like, I know daggone well they're not about to go downtown. I was like, I know daggone well. So they gonna send them from over here down there. Like, come on now, come on. It's
Somebody
enough
said
officers
we, the people
in
in
that
Black
vicinity.
delegation, want to trade Lil Wayne and
I
Ice
don't know who
Cube.
we gonna trade them for.
I don't either. Oh, you all can see the comments too?
Yes.
Okay.
I can't see him.
Oh, I don't know why you can't see them. Maybe it's because you're not.
I can't. No, because I'm on my phone.
Hey,
Yeah.
Lance.
Yeah, I don't know who we trade Lil Wayne and Ice Cube for. I don't know.
Child.
I'm trying to trade Ice Cube.
Well, Lil Wayne, he could have been gone.
Ice Cube got to stay.
I was over him with his colorism issues, and he got a black daughter that's dark skinned.
Exactly.
He has self-hatred issues. Anyway, so
Well, you know what?
his brain cells are fried anyway. He probably don't even know what's going on and what's happening.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
That's why he can't never put it
in the comment section, would love to get your take. If you have, if you want to type it in, love to get your take on all of this stuff that's going on in Washington, D.C. right now. Like I said, 2 of us live in the DMV area. And I'm thankful that I don't have to commute down there for work, because, if I did, I would probably be calling out.
Mm-hmm.
It's ridiculous. So, also, speaking of this, did you hear them say that it's possible that they might not even have the turnover of power, and that it might be pushed back from Biden actually taking taking over as president? I'm thinking, what?
He's not supposed to do that yet anyway. So why would they push it back? All of this was calculated. I mean, all of this was calculated. I mean, come on, y'all. What? This is calculated. Aren't they at recess, or aren't they getting ready to go on recess, Congress?
They should be working right now. I thought they just came back from recess.
Did they?
They be going. They're going through the holidays. I believe. But yeah.
Okay.
Just coming back from recess, and here they can't even go to do.
Yes, I mean, this is calculated. They're just coming back. We just need to sit back and watch. We just need to sit back. This is must-see TV. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that? Yeah, this is must-see TV. We on prime time. We need to go ahead and sit back and watch this stuff unravel. Because I'm just like, it's funny.
I don't know.
It's unfortunate, but it's hilarious because of like Cortina said, things that if it was us, and even if you don't look at the color factor in it, come on now.
I don't know.
What is supposed to happen that did not happen?
But whether they want it to be or not, there's a color factor issue.
Yeah, it is a color factor. It always is.
Regardless,
if it was Black Lives Matter,
storming the Capitol, inequality issue. What
if we was Black Lives Matters protesters storming the Capitol, even if we looked like we was trying to assemble to storm the Capitol, we would have thousands of dead bodies laid out on the Capitol.
Or would have been pepper sprayed, or gassed. There's a ton of things that I can name that has happened during peaceful protests that did not happen on the steps of the Capitol today. And that's degrading, and that's a slap in the face for people who yearn for some level and some show of racial equality.
But this is what happens when white supremacy is threatened.
Oh, that's true.
We can't take it, and we feel like our power is at stake. So what do? We go back to our roots. We become barbarians because that's who we are.
Well, that's white inferiority then.
Yeah, they do. They definitely have a superiority complex.
No, inferior.
They have a superiority complex.
Yeah, but it's really inferior. It's an inferior. It's like an insecurity. Because why do you feel that way? Why do you feel like you have to overtake or overpower another person?
No. It's not overtake or overpower. It's the fight to stay in power.
That's what I'm saying. Why do you feel that? Why do you feel like you deserve that position?
Why wouldn't they? When the Indians were here first,
inferior the entire time. We don't understand that though.
But they rule with violence and hatred and bigotry Scare
Oh,
tactics.
sounds like savagery to me.
Only thing I see right now is the cartoon of Pocahontas. I'm serious. That's it.
That's why I said we were the indigenous ones was savages, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But yet they were ran out and killed and all these things.
It's sad that, you know, it's a sad day for our nation. I mean, I can't imagine, you know, our overseas dignitaries are probably looking at us like,
Who the hell? This is
You know,
one of the
they have lost
world
respect for the
America
states
is
for a long
falling
time. There was no
apart.
respect.
Yes, I mean, and it was already bad enough because, you know, Trump already did damage to our foreign policy,
Mm.
our foreign relationships, and then this happens. I mean, how do you expect anyone to respect a government who does not respect themselves? That just let people run amok. There's, you know, there's already no racial equality. Now, if you look at this whole attack, this act of terrorism, which to me equates to the same thing that led to 9/11. I mean, what the hell?
Did you
You
see the lady who was crying?
show how vulnerable we are as a nation for that to so easily happen.
Did you see the lady who was crying because she got pepper sprayed? She was like, and the reporter asked her, like, well, what are you doing here? She said, it's a revolution. I was like, oh, wow.
You know what?
I did not see that.
And she looked like her parents was, I'm not going to say that. Were siblings.
Say what?
I said she looked like her parents were siblings.
Oh,
Okay, well,
that was a good way to. That was a nice way to.
Yeah.
I appreciate
I said,
your
look, I didn't say she
correctness.
was. So
Yeah,
I
but
did not, assume, because it wasn't a what's the word I'm looking for? Not a statement. I can't even think right now. But I wasn't
I
saying it as
appreciate
it
your
was fact.
political correctness.
you were saying allegedly.
I was saying allegedly that's what she looks like. She's the product of
Oh, good.
something like that. I don't even know her name.
That's
But
cool. Okay.
Somebody
maybe
knows.
it was the tear gas. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Oh, then did they open? Oh, yeah, somebody opened up the tear gas in the Capitol, and that's when I guess they had to grab their mask and all of that stuff and put it on in order to be escorted out of the building. I think that.
I wonder if one of the protesters did that.
You know what? No telling.
That's crazy.
And some of these protesters could have very well. I mean, you know, some of them had on masks, some of them didn't have on masks. You know, some of them had on hoodies with masks covered up to their face, had gloves on. Sometimes I feel like that's their way to cover up to not be white, to show their whiteness, and so you can blame it on anybody because you could not see a face. And as soon as somebody say, "Oh, there was one black person," that's all it take. That's all it takes. Black people, stay your ass at home.
Please stay home. This is not our fight.
Yes, it's not our fight. Keep your ass at home. Stay in the house. And if you are a black person that is in support of Trump, I don't care about that, but you still keep your black ass at home. That way we don't have to worry about being a part of something so barbaric.
Mm-hmm.
And something so just, I don't know, there's not even really a word that comes to mind for what they did. But all I will say is keep your black ass at home and keep your mask on.
Yep.
Congress went back in. Yeah, I bet they were on lockdown. Where's the National Guard? Because they're talking about coming back. I mean, I myself, if I worked in Congress, I would be like, I don't know, y'all better have some better law enforcement or some military or something there because they weren't protected the first time. But you know, acts of terrorism, that is homegrown terrorism at its finest.
Freshly watered, and freshly
It learned
plucked.
from the best.
Say what?
It learned from the best.
Homegrown.
So as we move forward with, hopefully being able to, get this old president out and the new president in, do you think that the remaining of 2021 would be a healing time? I know that people say that that this presidency that's coming in, the president and vice president will have a way to heal the nation. Do you agree with that statement, or
No?
No.
Okay,
How
well,
can they heal something that's been broken for over 400 years? It's not going to take 4 years to undo all of that. And you
This is
can't
learned
undo a
behavior.
system that was built on oppression. They can try.
mm-hmm.
First, can we correct what has happened in the last 4 years? Can we just go back to ground zero? I don't know.
How about the last 30 years? How about the no.
I think a good starting point, honestly, is for a show of good faith that there needs to be some level of social and political equality. I think that one, when the new Congress comes in, that they need to shape our judicial system. I mean, or be a part of that. The new Congress that's coming in really
The
needs
new
to
Senate too, yeah.
that's what I'm saying. The new Congress that's coming in needs to be able to start really shaping our judicial system. It has to start somewhere. I mean, granted, it's going to take a very long time to heal 400 plus years of hatred. But a good start is for us to not keep protesting for the same level of equality, of judicial equality, over and over and over again. And then you have this shit happen. And if there's nothing that comes out of that, it's just another form of social injustice. And we, the Black delegation, as you say, are sick of it. So it has to start somewhere. So if you really want to impress me, I always went back to even when all of this stuff was going on, and just all of the hatred against Black people. I always feel like if you really want to impress me, somebody needs to start getting a needle. Take it back to the old days. I want a life for a life. And I know that's a terrible thing to say, but we've seen too many lives walk away with nobody getting penalized. And so
that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen.
No, it's not going to happen
in the courthouse. That got to happen outside.
Outside, inside, I'm just telling you what racial equality looks like to me. If you take a life, I want you to give them the same punishment that you would a Black person. You know how many Black people are on death row?
For nothing.
But they're still
a lot of them innocent too.
Even if they killed someone and got there, there's a lot of people who have killed Black people, police officers, that take their ass home.
And back
they get suspended. Yeah, and go back to work. They're walking around still.
Meanwhile,
you have somebody who didn't do half the crime that they did, and they're still in jail. So to me, when the punishment starts to fit the crime on an equal scale, I might feel a little bit better. Not a lot, but it'll move up, a quarter of a millimeter. But that's just me. And so that to me is at least a somewhat of a step of some show that we fit into a world that was never built for us, that we built what our ancestors built.
Nope.
So
nope.
Just imagine a real Wakanda. Man.
Can I go there?
Imagine if Black people really truly supported Black people without the bullshit. If they really invested in gentrified our own communities, what that will look like. It's a lot of smart people out there.
Yeah, that would also take a lot of unprogramming from the system.
It's true. But we're too busy out there supporting other people by slamming and shaming our own. So I'm off my soapbox.
But you have to look at anytime a group of Black people tried to do that, it was always destroyed by the other side.
Mm-hmm.
It was destroyed, but if you think about it, there was always help because of the manipulation. There was always an inside help. There's always a way to manipulate someone to think that theirs better. They cannot infiltrate without one of us, unfortunately.
Well, I see this one lone Black man with these dreads who in this picture with these people. I don't know if y'all can see that, but somebody said there's always one.
That's all it takes.
Always one.
Didn't I just say that? I'm like, even if you are a Trump supporter, take your ass home. You should not.
Because you know what? His picture is going to be the one that's spewed all over the news. And they're going to be like, oh, no. It wasn't white people. It was Black people.
You don't know him.
So they're going back to resume electoral count at 8 p.m.
For what?
It might be somebody right now hiding out who been there all day, who just waiting for him to come back.
Planted bombs, all kind of stuff. I'm surprised they probably swept it before they even let them back in. Typically, that's what they'll do. They'll have the bomb dogs and all of that stuff go through. But honestly,
they shouldn't even been able to get in there.
That is when you had some of the same law enforcement officers do it, but I think it was the FBI that came in and was doing.
You think I'm gonna go back in now? Put me on Zoom.
I'll be at home.
Put you on Zoom.
Put me on Zoom.
Right. Send a link. I'll catch y'all tomorrow.
Says we gonna let all of the Caucasian folks go back in the building because that's not my issue. So I'm gonna sit here at my computer in this good safe spot and help y'all count these electoral votes.
I cannot.
No.
Now I agree. I would not be going back in. I would not feel comfortable.
I wouldn't feel safe.
Yeah, I would not feel safe. I would not feel comfortable.
Probably leave the whole city.
It was that whole level of action. I mean, they was taking stuff out and
yes.
That's some man. That's.
By the way, just so people know, and these people who are acting a fool, the people that's going to have to clean all this shit up are taxpayers. It's people like you and I to make sure that everything gets put back, all the stuff that they stole. It's ridiculous. And when you took down the U.S. flag, that automatically said a lot. Let you have been a Black person.
That's the caucasity of the whole situation, okay?
You wouldn't even have made it to get to lower that flag. Period.
So I haven't been seeing a lot of coverage.
We, the people of the Black delegation, will resume from Zoom.
Yes, we are.
Thank you. That was cute. That was cute.
Oh, that is classic. Oh my God, Butcher, you silly. I can't.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. Because look at it this way. The guy, the bomber, right? From Christmas, who bombed the whole goddamn block, everything gone. I don't really see nothing being talked about him. He's not even being labeled a terrorist.
He killed himself.
By the FBI.
He killed himself.
Still, post-mortem, he's still not even being labeled a terrorist. So that's what he is.
Yeah, that one just kind of fell through the cracks a lot.
Of course it did. They put it in the crack and covered it up with icing.
You said they did what?
They put it in the crack of the cake and covered it up with icing. That just went down there too smooth. It was just too smooth. Just go ahead and put the sprinkles on top. That's all it was, Things like that. When you don't hear when something happens but you don't hear about it, then you go ahead and cover it up, sweep it under the rug real quick, flatten it out. That's all. And think of something else to make you forget about the stuff that happened.
Well,
put a little song and dance in front of your face. They're gonna forget.
Yeah, but this is going to be an interesting year.
Look at how.
I'm gonna have me a good time.
This is how we are starting out the 2021, and we are only 6 days in.
That's how they starting out. I'm not starting out that way.
Well, I'm starting out because we done flipped the Senate. Hey, go Georgia.
That's true.
Have me a celebratory Sunny Delight drink.
Oh goodness. Is it icy cold? Is it chilly?
It's not.
Oh no. You gotta put those in the freezer. Let the slush.
No, but that's why I'm over here trying to drink this down before it gets warm. I'm like,
oh yeah,
then I have my water.
Yeah.
This is going to be an interesting 30 days. But I will say that, you know, this one change that I'm loving, you know, being able to interact with you all on, you know, and be a part of our first live.
Yes.
You know, yeah, this is our first real live. Like sometimes we'll post little videos, but I wanted to make it more personal so that you all can be engaged in the conversation before it's thrown onto a podcast. So you can definitely catch us here, you know, every other, the first and third Wednesday of every month. And we will be doing live for season 4. And if there are any topics that you want to discuss, we are open to everything. And if you've ever gone back and listened, we talked about what? Penis size.
We talked about
open
everything.
Relationships, polygamy. What else were you talking? Last season we talked about some.
We had some pretty good conversations.
Monogamy, open relationships.
Rape culture. We've talked about a lot. So one thing we do, you know, here, there's nothing off the table because everything deserves a conversation because it's going to inspire somebody. And so, you know, one of the things about the brand Herspiration Happy Hour is definitely to shine light on people who are doing magnificent things, but also for real conversations like this, because conversations like this need to be had. And we did when we was doing live today, we didn't have this in mind to talk about, but the state of this world beginning as a terrible way to kick off 2021 is what went on at the Capitol, especially with 2 of us living down in the, you know, the DC metro area. When you actually but you know, I'm on the outskirts, so I'm kind of glad I'm not in the hustle and bustle. But normally on any other given work day, I could have been down there. Yeah, had it been a normal work day, it definitely could have been something totally different. For a lot of people, especially during that time and that block of time, it was rush hour. And that if it wasn't for the pandemic, it would be a lot of people that was, you know, down there that could have been affected by this. You're very welcome, and thank you for tuning in, Catherine.
Catherine! Hi,
Catherine. So ladies, how can, you know, Cortina, how can people connect with you outside of Herspiration Happy Hour?
Well, I don't think I've been able to share this news with our listeners either. You ladies know it, but I was nominated as the first Black president-elect for the Mental Health Counselors of Central Florida Board. So I will serve this year, 2021, as president-elect, and then in 2022, I will be the first Black president. Yay!
That is amazing. So amazing.
Anyway, everyone can find me at The Girlfriend Therapist on all major platforms. And that is Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and you can find me on TikTok at TikTok's Emotional Expert.
Are you on Clubhouse now?
Oh, yes. I'm on Clubhouse too. Ask The Girlfriend Therapist. Ask Cortina Peters. We will see The Girlfriend Therapist there. So, yes. Thank you, ladies, for all of the congratulatory. Congrats.
Yes, very much so. And so, what about you, Louisa? Where
can you can find me at the Blue Phoenix on Facebook and the Blue Phoenix Hills on Instagram.
Okay. And this is your unapologetic diva, Dr. G. Although on every platform, it is I am Dr. P. Gurley. IAMDRP GURLEY. And then, of course, you have your Herspiration Happy Hour. And that's on, you know, YouTube, Facebook, on Twitter. Unfortunately, the name is so long. It is just Herspiration HH. And of course, make sure you tune in. We're going to have a magnificent season 4 coming up, you know, coming for this year in 2021. And here again, the best thing is you all get to participate. And so that's kind of the fun part. That's so cool.
I'm excited.
I will also say you might see us come up in this piece. Very interesting looking. I mean, like today, I didn't get a chance to to press the hair out. And there's
Your
some
hair
days.
looks fine.
I love it. I love it because otherwise it would have
looked great.
I would have had a hat on or something, but no, I was out flaunting my hair earlier on social media. So I love my natural.
Well, yeah, y'all see my nice little parts and everything.
I know.
Y'all see that?
I know it looks good. And mine, look, I done cut mine off too.
You are probably the most put together person ever.
Mm-hmm.
You are. I have never seen her. Well, no, I take that back.
But even still, she was cute. She was cute when she had a wrap on too.
Look, a hot mess. Not yet.
Now you done jinx me. Now you done set the bar so high. So when we meet, I have to be like, oh, the people gonna be waiting. Let me hurry up.
No, you can put you can put a scarf on and you still look cute. You can cut that out, Cortina.
I was cussing everybody out trying to get him. I'm like, why are you going so doggone slow? I have a podcast that I have to do. Y'all got to get the hell out the way. Move.
Oh my gosh! And you know what? While we have listeners, I also have to shout you out, Cortina, for doing one big thing. You've gone back to school.
Oh yeah.
So she'll be, in a couple of years, we'll be saying Dr. Cortina Peters.
Yes. Oh my God. My mind is, and the program is kind of modeled after my master's program, where it's an intensive and you go all day Friday, all day Saturday, and all day Sunday.
Oh.
And so I'm going to be trying to keep everything straight. Y'all know, y'all be texting, and sometimes I be in and out, and I catch you when I can. And you be like, where the hell she at? Then I jump in with one little thing, then you don't hear from me no more. That's my life. Charge it to my head, not my heart. Y'all know I love you, ladies. And if it's something that you really need my attention with, Pam, you know how to get me.
Do what?
Yeah, you do know how to
get me.
They call a hat.
Because I don't know.
Yes.
Like that.
You should have seen. Also, we work together. Beautiful. Congratulations. Oh. She is she's a phenomenal woman. If you all had not really got to know Cortina, I will tell you this too. She's very unfiltered. Here again, go back and listen to some of our podcasts.
I so love that about her. I so love that about Cortina. I crack up laughing all the time.
All the time. And
because I be probably thinking the same thing before I can get it out. She's out there. I'm like, go ahead, girl.
Right? The funny part, anybody who's listened to our podcast at the end, like right now, you get an earful. You go to the end of our podcast and they will and they get quite interesting.
Yeah, because sometimes we forget that we're recording.
We're still recording.
And we get to talk.
Yeah, we get to talking, and it'd be some juicy extra stuff that gets caught in there. Goodness. And then it's time to close this out.
I'm gonna be censored, okay? I'm gonna be censored, so I'm gonna be pre-doctor-ish.
Wait a minute, you said you're gonna be censored. I heard somebody else laughing at that in the background.
I said I'm gonna be pre-doctor-ish. I'm practicing. So when I get that level, I'm be all diplomatic and have my decorum.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Okay, so you know how I know she lying? Because see what's in front of my name right now. And I master that when I need to. Because that really is who I am. I've always been very unfiltered. I feel like, this is life and life is real and I'm entitled to my opinion on things. And so I would not have a podcast if I didn't feel like I had a voice that I can be honest and transparent with people. I think that's the main thing. And yeah, they're right talking about bloopers. Yeah.
But the biggest thing about that is when you work for yourself, you don't have to filter what you say, because it's not like I'm gonna be called into the office tomorrow about speaking the way that I feel about what's happening at the Capitol.
That's true.
And so I can be very unapologetic, like the unapologetic diva, because I can be authentically me without the barrier of having to represent somebody else's company and having it looked bad on that company, and I'm being reprimanded for going against the culture of the company.
Oh my gosh, y'all. All three of us are now on our own. Isn't that awesome?
And you know what? You just put that out there because I've not even really said nothing.
Oh,
I didn't know. I didn't know either.
You said you didn't believe me?
I said I didn't know.
I'm sorry.
Yes, you did. I
I did?
called and told you. Yes, I could see. This is the thing. Okay,
Yeah,
so for people who are tuning in, I will go ahead and let the cat out the bag. One thing that I've not really been open about is that I made the decision for my 45th birthday. Remember, I talked to you about this.
Well, I know you, but I'm talking about. Oh, wait, hold on.
That's what she's talking about. She said all of us.
I thought she was talking about something new with her. Oh, of course I know. Oh, yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say I made the decision to 100% work for myself. I feel like, when you work for the government for as long as I had, you get ceiling. You get a ceiling where you can't go any further. And I'm proud to say that I made it all the way to a GS-15 in my career. And short of that would have been me going to be senior executive service. But to me, being an SES is equivalent to having the same headaches as a CEO. And I'm the CEO of not one, but 2 companies.
Mm-hmm.
And
you better say that. You better say that.
And what was a blessing to me is that I started, my own companies was picking up. It was picking up momentum that was making it very different to have a balance. And so I had to make the decision. I had other stuff that was going on in my life and whatnot, and I was just stressed out. And I said, you know what? Instead of me having my personal stuff that's interfering with things and having my businesses that was going, crazy, and then working and still giving a lot of hours to the government that was not appreciative, and I'm just going to put it out there that no matter there's always that ceiling. So if I worked an 18-hour day like I did, I'm not paid overtime.
Yeah.
You know why? I make too much. I'm in a different bracket. So I can get time off, but I'm not getting paid. But right now I can work the same amount of hours and bill for them.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And so
Hello.
I made my decision to resign from my job. And I will have to say that's been the best decision that I have ever made from my life.
Woo!
I'm grateful because on top of that, it really made room for me working with a record label that I contracted with. So I can give that time to that. Plus my media journalism that somehow fell into my lap. I'm a content writer, but now it's way taken off. And so if you follow me now, you would see that I've just did an interview with DJ Cool. I did one with DJ Cut Creator. I have so many things that are coming up and opportunities that wasn't worth me giving my time to people who never really who think that, government is all. And I'm a testament that, I left my 6-figure for my 7.
Yeah, thank God. Yes.
Hey.
I would put it that way. And so, I pursued what I felt like was my level of freedom and my comfort. And it's been the best thing ever. I mean, look at me.
Well, I left my 6-figure for my 5-figure, but I'm going after my 7-figure.
Hey.
Amen. And you're going to reach it. I'm telling you, you're going to reach it. But you have to crawl before you walk. But I just said that for people to think that, and yes, I resigned during a pandemic. It's not halted what my flow. I listened to my faith and I stepped out there on it, and it's been the best thing ever. So don't ever feel afraid to listen to your gut. And when it tells you to move, you fucking move like it's no tomorrow. Because
move while you're shaking. Because sometimes you can be scared. Just go on, shake and walk at the same time. Because that's what I had to do.
If God is in control, even if you don't move, He's gonna push you. Because that's what happened to me.
Yeah. Yes. So, thanks everybody for tuning in, and we will be back next week. And normally,
not next week.
I'm sorry, week after.
Whoa.
The 3rd. You know what? I'm gonna get my life right because I won't be on here.
I'm like, girl, you scared me.
We're gonna be back on the 3rd. What's the 3rd Wednesday? Shoot. We need
I don't know, but I'm gonna leave us with this quote.
What's today? Shoot. What's today?
It'll be the 20th.
That's the 20th.
So we will be back live on the 20th. And I can't even make out the name. Washington. said you needed to hear this. Yes, ma'am. Walk out in there in your faith. And don't let 2020 and a pandemic make whatever is supposed to be. You dictate that. Because what is out there for you, you
It's
will
for
have
you.
100%. Oh, Cecilia. Okay. Cecilia. Okay.
That
Oh, well, how was your name spelled on there? Oh gosh. Okay.
Yeah, it's backwards.
It is.
It's just backwards.
Okay. It's backwards. Oh, that is super dope. Okay, Cecilia. Well, I'm glad you got to have that little bit of gem. And you all, before we leave, we will say make sure keep your mask on, wash your hands, have your hand sanitizer everywhere you go. The other thing is wash your mask. All these cute designer masks out here, wash them suckers.
Please.
Wash them and put the filters back in them. New ones.
Oh my
and
gosh.
spray some Florida water. Purify the air and the atmosphere. Reset the energy.
See, you know what, y'all? Until the next time.
Cheers.